Imagine walking across the African savannah 2 million years ago. You would see early humans gathered around a fire, shaping stones into tools and sharing food. These beings were not yet modern humans, but they were on a path toward something extraordinary. Over countless generations, their brains grew larger, their social lives more complex, and their capacity for imagination began to blossom. Today, human intelligence defines our species. We design spacecraft that travel beyond the solar system, map the human genome, and build artificial intelligence that learns and adapts. No other creature has transformed the Earth the way we have. But how did this happen? What forces shaped our brains? Why are human beings unique in their ability to innovate, cooperate, and reflect on the universe itself? This documentary explores the story of intelligence. From the origins of our ancestors to the neuroscience of the modern brain, from language and culture to technology and the future of artificial intelligence, this is the journey of how we became the most intelligent species on Earth. The roots of human intelligence stretch deep into evolutionary time. Our story begins with primates, a group of mammals that appeared over 50 million years ago. They lived in trees, developed keen vision, and used grasping hands to manipulate their environment. These abilities laid the groundwork for problem-solving and learning. Around 6 million years ago, our lineage split from that of chimpanzees and bonobos, our closest living relatives. Fossils reveal early hominins walking upright, freeing their hands to carry tools and gather food. Brain size in these ancestors was not much larger than that of modern apes. Yet even small increases mattered. Over time, species like Australopithecus and Homo habilis showed evidence of tool-making, cooperative hunting, and social groups that required planning and communication. The spark of intelligence had begun. Evolution was pushing our ancestors toward greater mental complexity. One of the defining features of human evolution is brain expansion. 2 million years ago, Homo erectus emerged with a brain nearly twice the size of earlier hominins. This increase allowed for more advanced tools, controlled use of fire, and long-distance migrations out of Africa. Why did our brains grow so rapidly? Scientists suggest several factors. First, the social brain hypothesis argues that living in larger groups required memory, empathy, and cooperation. Managing alliances, resolving conflicts, and raising children together pushed intelligence higher. Second, access to richer diets played a role. Cooking food made calories more available, especially proteins and fats that fuel brain growth. Fire turned raw roots and meats into digestible meals, providing energy for bigger brains. Third, environmental challenges demanded innovation. Surviving droughts, ice ages, and shifting landscapes forced humans to adapt with new tools and strategies. The human brain was becoming an engine of flexibility and creativity. If one trait separates humans from all other animals, it is language. While other species communicate with sounds and signals, only humans developed complex grammar and vocabulary that allow unlimited expression. Language enabled us to share stories, pass down knowledge, and imagine things that did not yet exist. The origins of language remain debated. Some scientists believe it began with gestures and vocal calls that grew more complex over time. Others argue that symbolic thought drove the creation of words. What is clear is that by the time of Homo sapiens, around 200,000 years ago, language was fully developed. Cave paintings, carvings, and burial rituals suggest that humans could communicate abstract ideas and shared beliefs. Language transformed intelligence. It allowed cooperation on large scales, the teaching of new skills, and the creation of culture itself. Human intelligence is not just individual, it is collective. Culture refers to the shared knowledge, traditions, and technologies passed between generations. Unlike other animals, humans build upon past discoveries, creating a cumulative record of progress. Consider stone tools. Early hand axes made by Homo erectus were useful but simple. Over thousands of years, these designs improved. Eventually, humans crafted blades, spears, and bows. Each innovation built on the last. Art and symbolism also played a role. Paintings in caves across France and Spain show not just survival skills, but imagination and meaning. Shared symbols bonded groups together, strengthening identity and cooperation. The development of agriculture around 12,000 years ago accelerated this process. Farming allowed permanent settlements, specialization of labor, and written records. Civilizations rose, building cities, laws, and sciences. Through culture, human intelligence became more than brain power. It became collective memory and shared innovation. What makes our brains different from those of chimpanzees or gorillas? The answer lies not only in size, but in structure. The human brain contains about 86 billion neurons, connected by trillions of synapses. The cerebral cortex, especially the prefrontal cortex, is unusually large and involved in planning, reasoning, and self-control. Another unique feature is connectivity. Human brains have dense networks linking different regions, allowing flexible thought and creativity. This integration supports problem-solving, music, art, and scientific reasoning. Even more striking is brain plasticity. Humans can learn throughout life, reshaping connections in response to experience. This adaptability explains why we can master languages, invent new tools, and adjust to diverse environments. Our brain is not just larger. It is wired for imagination, cooperation, and endless learning. Human intelligence is measured not only in biology, but also in invention. From stone tools to smartphones, technology reflects our capacity to solve problems and reshape the world. Each era of history demonstrates leaps of innovation. The discovery of fire provided warmth, protection, and cooked food. The wheel enabled transport and engineering. Writing preserved knowledge across generations. Printing spread ideas across continents. In modern times, the scientific method and technological revolutions have accelerated progress. Electricity, medicine, and computers have extended life and expanded possibility. Today, artificial intelligence and biotechnology represent the next frontier. Humans are now creating tools that can learn, adapt, and even enhance our own cognition. Technology is both a reflection of intelligence and a driver of further growth. Beyond tools and culture, humans possess something deeply mysterious: consciousness. We do not just react to the world, we reflect upon it. We imagine the future, question our past, and wonder about the universe. Neuroscience is beginning to uncover how networks in the brain create awareness. Yet the subjective feeling of being alive remains one of science's greatest mysteries. Some researchers believe consciousness emerged as a survival tool, helping us simulate scenarios before acting. Others suggest it is a byproduct of complex information processing. Whatever its origin, consciousness makes human intelligence unique. We are not only thinkers, we are dreamers, storytellers, and seekers of meaning. The story of human intelligence is not finished. It is still unfolding. Today, we face challenges that test our ingenuity. Climate change, pandemics, and global inequality demand collective solutions. At the same time, new technologies promise to extend human abilities. Artificial intelligence is already transforming industries, from medicine to finance. Some scientists predict future integration between biological brains and digital systems, creating new forms of hybrid intelligence. Genetic research may one day allow us to enhance memory or learning capacity. But such advances also raise ethical questions about what it means to be human. The future of intelligence will be shaped not only by biology, but by choices. How we use our creativity, empathy, and innovation will define the next chapter of human history. The evolution of human intelligence is the story of our species. From small-brained ancestors walking upright to modern humans building satellites, intelligence has been our greatest tool and our greatest mystery. It grew from survival pressures, from social bonds, from language and culture. It is reflected in art, science, and technology. And it continues to evolve, now shaped by the very tools we create. Our brains are unique not only for what they can do, but for the questions they ask. Who are we? Where did we come from? Where are we going? The answers lie in the remarkable journey of intelligence itself. This is the story of how our minds made us human. This is the hidden universe revealed. If you enjoyed this journey, subscribe for more explorations into science, discovery, and the story of humanity.